is, you know what that is? That's Facebook Messenger. They always, this is the way that they try to censor. It's shadow banning. If they start you with low connectivity, it automatically, it's like it buffers, or it censors how many people see it, unless our viewers make up for it. So what I need you guys to do, I need you all to go and share this, because it's going to be fun. I'll just tell. Oh, hang on. I got to use the mic. Can you hear me? Testing. All right, Mark, I'm going to share it over right now to Frontline. Let me share it to a bunch of places. Oscar L. Blue, Ben Berquam, and Conservative Anthony, live from Tijuana.
Right here on my back.
Reporting on the invasion of America at a very special location. We're not going to break the secret right now. Actually, we did. I put it in the title. What do you want to say, Blue, as I do this?
Well, how's everybody doing? Good morning to everyone.
America's Voice News.
Yeah, America's Voice News. America's Voice News. Thank you to everybody at America's Voice News. Fabulous people. We're live right here in Tijuana, Mexico. Ben Berquam, Frontline American Conservative Anthony, and myself. We're about to go to this particular building where is the, the offices of Al Otro Lado, this organization of lawyers that they're working over here illegally in our country, and they're saying to everybody that they are just helping. They're just helping and giving legal advice. So I just went around the corner, and there's a huge line of migrants waiting to go in there to be helped. So
by the way, I don't always wear my MAGA country shirt in Mexico, but when I'm going to confront leftist American organizations that are in Mexico trying to undermine America, then I wear my MAGA country shirt.
This is a trigger shirt right here. This is like practically getting triggered. But yeah, but our mission today is to go over there and try to talk to, one of the lawyers that represents this organization that they already went, quote unquote, told everybody it was not a marriage, it was a celebration, they told us.
It's just a ceremony.
It was a ceremony, I'm sorry. It was a ceremony.
But they don't do that anymore.
That was her.
We used to be criminals, but now we're not anymore.
No, now we're not anymore.
But we did break the law, and we could be held accountable for it. Not anymore.
No, but not anymore. Yeah.
Don't look over here.
And God knows if they're still doing it. That's the funny thing.
I'm sure they are.
They're saying to everybody, no, we're not doing it. We're not doing it anymore. So
before we go any further, guys, we need you to do something. Share the heck out of this.
Video everywhere.
Everywhere.
Guys. All of you guys, please.
Everywhere.
Share this.
Can you hear us?
4 or 5
hey,
groups.
Can
Share
you
this
hear
video
us?
to 4 or
Tessie.
5 groups.
Anthony is creeping in the background. You're right.
And also, I want to tell everybody that, there's activists on the other side of this bridge that they're giving legal advice. Activists, that they're telling them, go to Enclave Caracol, go to Al Otro Lado. That is where they're helping. So why do activists are telling people and migrants to go to a certain particular place when it is not their obligation, it's the obligation of the government of Mexico? So this is going to be fun. It's going to be real fun because this guy's wearing a hat.
In Mexico.
So let's go.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go check it out. Let's go see what we can find. So again, here's the deal. I am pro-nationalist for Mexico. Mexicans should be nationalists for Mexico.
Exactly.
Protect yourself. These people that we're going to go confront right now are not only undermining America. Oh, hang on. We got to use the mic.
Yeah.
These people are not only undermining America, they're undermining Mexico. So it's time that they get exposed for the criminals that they are. All right, here we go, guys. Come join us. Hey, do me a favor. Share this. Make sure you download the America's Voice app. But share this. We're going to have fun. Share it to pages, share it to your own page, share it to your personal page, share it to groups, President Trump groups, tag President Trump's, shout out to President Trump.
Yeah, shout out to him for the tax cut.
It's for the tax cut. Share, and tell Facebook, hang on, to stop the bias, stop the censorship.
So we got a couple families right here that, watch out for the videos of the children because they are pretty particular right now in Tijuana with that.
How do I,
just, try to
okay.
do it as best as we can.
So this is the actual building.
This is the actual building right here. That is the entrance right there. If you want to go, let's go to the front door.
Okay.
So I want to show everybody.
Buenos dias.
People saying that they offer legal services and, I don't know, talleres, how do you say talleres?
Workshops.
Workshops for asylum in the United States. Tuesday and Thursdays. They're closed Fridays and Mondays. We also are clinic asylum. So register for. They also got right here.
Keep in mind, this is an American organization in Mexico.
Yeah, there's a registration for Spanish speakers, registration for people that already have a court date in the U.S. and speakers of English in other languages. You said the third floor is where they have all their services. So, you know, this is what they put outside, and you see like families right here. You see outside the asylum seeker line. Well, it's not, you know, asylum seeker line. This is practically people that they already been deported. One or two, they already gave them advice, and
Or they want to cut in front of the line. This is what El Otro Lado is doing, is getting people in illegally. That's really their objective.
yes, and you know they.
Well, their objective is to make money. Oh, we got people coming down. Hey, come on, let's talk.
Oh, right here. There's an American activist right here, or an American worker.
It's interesting. It's interesting that they have walls and bars. Look, bars no less. They have bars on the windows inside. Bars on the windows, guys. But they don't want a wall. They don't want a wall.
This is the funny thing. As soon as this is the funny thing that happened last time. As soon as one of them communicates to every single one of them, they start scattering around the whole place.
Why are all the windows tinted?
Because look, they're coming. They're going to start to come, but eventually they're not going to open the door, and they're not going to answer no questions.
So we have but interesting. They have a broken window here. Is anybody in there? Hello. Al otro lado. This is, my name is Ben Berkwan. I'm with America's Voice News. We'd like to ask you some questions about your aiding and abetting the invasion of America. An American organization in Mexico attempting to undermine American sovereignty. Anybody? Why are you creating fake marriage licenses? Why are you trafficking children? Is River Doherty available? River Doherty, are you in there?
Michelle Burt.
Say that again.
Michelle Burt, are you available?
Michelle Burt, are you available? Why do you, Nicole Ramos, are you available? Why do you have locks on your doors and bars on your windows? I thought it was open borders. No borders, no walls, y'all. Please come talk to us. All right, so we're going to wait over here. I think they know we're here.
Yeah, and that's what I told you. Like this is their main offices. They have like 5 floors, man. It's just ridiculous. And and
we got to observe. Hey guys, come on down. We need to talk.
Oh, that's the guy. Ven para acá. That's the guy I want you to talk to.
That's him right there?
They're up there.
Yes.
They are up there.
Why is El Otro Lado in Mexico undermining America? So this building is full.
Yes, full with activists.
Say it in Spanish.
It's full with activists. Está lleno de activistas.
Why are they going all the way to the top? Why are you going all the way to the top? What are you hiding from? No borders, no walls, y'all. No borders, no walls.
It is. Yeah, it is. They're gonna start, taking pictures, taking video. I see you.
Please come talk.
Hey, I just want to talk to you. You guys know who I am. I'm Blue. I always talk to you guys. I'm really nice. So I just want to talk to you, make a friendly conversation with you guys. How you guys doing? Why you guys are not in the asylum seeker line anymore? Just asking you questions.
Right there. She's right there.
It's very interesting.
1 minute.
Uno.
1 minute. Come on. Just 1 minute.
They're all climbing to the top of the building. Why are they all climbing to the top of the building?
That is where they have like their little hub.
Look.
Their little, that's still like their little hub where they're. Oh, that's Nicole Ramos.
Nicole Ramos,
we want to talk to you.
Nicole Ramos, we see you. Please come talk.
Oh, that's another lawyer that is.
Why is El Otro Lado, an American organization, undermining America? Why is El Otro Lado in Mexico undermining America? Why are you trafficking children and creating fake marriage licenses?
And they're mad. This is what I told you. I told you, Ben, this the other day. That as soon as you get here.
So there's a group. I don't want to show the children, but there's a group of migrants out here that are waiting.
Under fake asylum.
So we'll just do it real quick. So they're waiting out here. Now tell us.
That are coaching these individuals on what to say, on what to respond to.
All right. Blue, so what are the people out here for?
Well, you know, they are out here for legal advice, right? So this is what they do.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So, you know, on the other side of the bridge, there's the asylum seeker line. Now, these activists, I just saw one of them, that he is the most horrible one. That he's the one that is, you know, organizing it and orchestrating. I don't know. That is the problem. I haven't.
He's the guy who goes in the shadows every time you show
Every
up.
time that I want to take a picture or video of him, he turns around and he starts running. So I don't know if they're going to come. I don't know if they want to talk to us.
They're coming. It's go time, baby. They're coming.
All right, we'll see. We'll see if we can have a conversation. A nice, peaceful conversation with an organization who is intentionally undermining American sovereignty. We're live. If you're just joining us, America's Voice News, Frontline America, Border Network News, live in. Is he with them? Live in Tijuana.
Yeah. Yes, it's. I don't know if that is her, but I don't know if it is her. If it is her, I just want to talk to her.
Can we talk to
What,
you,
come on, why the foul language? Why she gave me the finger?
Did she give you the finger?
Why?
So she's just like all the American leftists.
Why? Yeah, and this is what they come over here. They try to get, you know, legal advice.
Howdy, how you doing?
Can we have a conversation? My name's Ben. I'm with America's
Have
Voice.
a conversation with people who are blatantly racist.
Who's racist?
You are.
Is Blue racist?
I'm racist.
You're racist against.
Porque yo soy racista.
Tienes xenofobia.
No tengo
Es un poco.
Yo
Sí,
soy
no.
primero por México y por nuestros pobres.
Ajá.
Así es, y por la gente pobre.
Por los pobres.
Ayudo a toda la gente a la canalización del río y ayudo a la gente pobre y he dado para atrás a
¿Y
organizaciones.
qué hago yo? ¿Y qué hago yo?
Estás haciendo matrimonios falsos, Nicole.
No estoy haciendo matrimonio.
Hay una
Son
evidencia. Hay una evidencia.
ceremonias religiosas. No es mi culpa que no entiendes nada y no es mi culpa que no entiendes su propia historia.
No, Nicole, ahí está el
Ajá.
documento.
Por ejemplo, Chiapas
Y el-
no es una ciudad, es un estado.
Y yo lo sé que es un estado.
Sí, porque dijiste que es una ciudad.
Tapachula es una ciudad, Nicole.
yo
Aprende
sé,
historia.
ya,
Aprende historia,
ya,
Nicole.
no, yo miré-
Edúcate, Nicole.
yo miré tus videos.
Edúcate, Nicole.
Yo miré-
Edúcate. ¿Ves lo que
¿Qui-
estás,
qui-
ves lo que
quieres
están
que-
haciendo ahorita,
quieres que te
Nicole?
muestre
Ok,
un
Nicole,
video?
¿qué vas a hacer aquí con esta gente? ¿Le vas a prometer que la vas a cruzar al otro lado?
No, vamos a dar
Can we get a little translation in English?
vamos
Over here.
vamos a dar orientación legal sobre la crueldad, sobre la tortura que
What
están enfrentando en
cruelty? What cruelty?
las hileras. ¿Ya sabes sobre las
Yeah,
hileras?
I know about
Es-
that.
y estamos dando orientación que las cosas que ellos van a enfrentar para que si tienen la oportunidad para quedar en México y para legalizar su estatus.
Why?
en
But
Let's
why?
get it a little in
Okay.
English.
But why do you have activists on the other side telling them to come over here? It's not their obligation to do that. That is legal. That's why is this guy? Are you a lawyer? Are you a lawyer?
No estamos
No.
dando esperanza.
Can I ask you a question?
Estamos
You're
dando información
You're
legal.
violating Article 33 on my Constitution, and you're violating Article 6 and Article 7 and Article 11 on my Constitution of Mexico.
Uh-huh.
Are you a registered organization over here
Sí.
of lawyers?
Sí.
Are you a registered?
Sí.
Can I see that paper?
No, no puedes ver
Why
ningún
not?
papel porque viene a este edificio para acosarme,
No
no
tengo
para,
que hacer-
no
I
para
I wanna
conseguir
ask you
información.
questions. I
No,
wanna
no
ask you
quieres,
questions.
no quieres.
I want to ask you questions.
Yo
Okay,
mandé
Nicole,
un mensaje
hang on.
a este hombre
Nicole, can I ask you a
para
question?
platicar.
No, you
Look, hang on.
insulted me in the message.
Okay,
No,
hang
no,
on. Hang on. Okay.
Le dije, si quiere una entrevista,
Why you
háblame.
related
Hang
to
on,
River
hang on,
Dog?
hang on.
No
Okay.
puede
Why are you
acosar.
related to River Dog?
Okay, actually, hang on.
Yo
Time.
no tengo una relación
Nicole, can I ask you a
con
question?
las personas que están en
Okay,
este
why?
edificio.
Can you speak in English?
Okay, would you answer some questions for me, Nicole?
Estamos en México. vamos
You're
a
from
hablar.
you're from America, right? You're an American citizen.
You're an American citizen, right?
Perdón.
Hang on. Okay, so why is El Otro Lado, an American organization down in
Somos
Mexico?
una organización binacional.
You speak- yeah.
Binacional. No es mi culpa que no entiendes español.
So should you be prosecuted for aiding and abetting the invasion?
Excuse me?
You are intentionally undermining. You're intentionally undermining American sovereignty. That is what El Otro Lado is here.
Que no entiendes.
You're harassing us.
No, I'm asking you
Ya,
questions.
ya,
You
ya
are
me-
you are undermining American sovereignty.
Goodbye.
You are undermining American sovereignty. You should be prosecuted for aiding and abetting.
Get out of
My
here.
name's that's why I'm here. I'm introducing myself. My name's Ben with America's Voice News, and we're trying to find out why American organizations are in Mexico undermining American sovereignty,
Letting people know what the law is, and
creating fake marriages.
no.
We have documentation of it. Fake marriages coming from this organization. Trafficking children.
Yo soy bajo.
Trafficking children.
Full of shit. Okay.
You guys are intentionally undermining American sovereignty. Why?
I tell everyone what a nightmare the U.S. is. I don't tell
So why are you in America?
Land. Pardon?
Why do you live in America? You hate
I
America?
don't live in America. I live here.
So you're an American citizen that hates America.
I don't hate America.
Why are you trying to get people there?
I believe to hold my country
You hate the
to its
United
ideals.
States.
I love America. And I love Mexico. I love Mexico. No, it's time that we protect all nations.
Todo este tráfico de niños. Ustedes saben lo que están haciendo.
Tráfico de niños. Si yo soy traficante de
You guys are supporting the cartels. You're supporting the cartels.
la policía.
You guys are supporting the cartels.
Para lo de Riverdale y todos los activistas y el matrimonio falso que hiciste.
Son ceremonias religiosas. Y si quieres hablar con los pastores, puedes hablar con los pastores.
Hablado con él y él nos entregó un documento que está enseñando que hiciste un matrimonio
Ajá. Pues River no trabaja con
falso.
nosotros.
Y otra cosa, para que te quede bien clarito.
Do you support open borders? Because we support legal immigration, not illegal. Legal immigration.
Seeking asylum isn't legal.
No, I do. No, you're creating fake documents. You're creating fake documents, and then you're telling them to rip them up when they get there. All you guys are doing is raising money. That's all this is. You're raising money. That's all this entire.
Building?
Yes, I
Do you
do.
see? This is the only pair of shoes that I own.
Okay.
I drive a '99 vehicle.
Good.
Okay.
Very good. Yes. So the
I
problem
live a
is,
very humble life.
and they
These are literally the only pair of shoes that I own.
okay. The
So
organization
don't tell me that I owe you a lot of
Alotrolado,
money. You wanna see
the
this
organization
phone? This is my phone.
Alotrolado.
So if I'm gaining a lot of money, why don't I?
I'm
have
not
one of
talking
these
about
nice
you
phones?
personally. I'm saying the organization is undermining America and simply using these people.
No, I am suing the U.S. government for their violations of federal law.
What violations? Protecting children, taking children away from cartel members that are trafficked them? You're talking about the Clint? They're trafficking children. You guys are helping them traffic children. They're trafficking children, guys. Everything that they are doing, along with Pueblo Sin Fronteras and Central Sin Fronteras, these groups are undermining America, and they're aiding and abetting. They talk about Alyssa Milano and all of these leftist organizations in America talk about America as this terrible place. She even said it. She hates the country. They talk about America as this terrible place. They talk about them being as concentration camps. But really, what they're doing is putting these children's lives in danger. Everybody who supports open borders is putting these children's lives in danger. Just like you saw the backpack that we saw yesterday in Yuma, Arizona, with condoms and children's clothes. Every single one of them is putting these children's lives in danger.
Asesoría legal a migrantes sin tener la documentación correcta. Entonces yo como periodista o como reportero vengo a hacerle las preguntas y porque yo los he estado investigando por más de un año y ya me he dado cuenta de las cosas que hacen y no le gusta a ella que venga uno aquí. Ajá. Entonces empieza a gritar, empiezan a insultar. Allá arriba tienen gente que trafica niños, yo los tengo identificados, pero ella ya me ve a mí en mis redes sociales y no le gusta. Entonces yo no le gusta que venga y le pregunte. Esta es la segunda vez que vengo. La primera vez que vine me mandó un mensaje y se los puedo enseñar, insultándome, llamándome nombres. Llego aquí y quiero hablar con ella y baja en esta actitud. O sea, sí, ella se llama Nicole Ramos. Y es la segunda vez que vengo. No es como que si yo vengo todos los días aquí. Ese es ridículo lo que está diciendo. No vengo todos los días aquí. No los molesto, no nada. También yo de la fila del asilo político voy y les pregunto. Uno de los que trabajan con ella.
So just to give you guys a little background information, this is the organization who, in the last video that we had on Frontline America, America at War, we've got documentation from Pastor Alberto that they're creating fake marriage licenses. We confronted them, and their answer was, "We're not doing that. We're not doing that anymore." That was their answer. They're not doing that anymore. This organization, they trained. We have people that go to their trainings in LA, and they're training them to tell the people, the migrants, to rip up their documents after they come into America. So they create documents, made up false documents, and then they tell them to rip them up when they come into America. We have documentation of it. We have proof of it. And that's why I'm here, is to ask the question. This organization, along with groups like Pueblo Sin Fronteras, are here to undermine American sovereignty in Mexico. They need to be held accountable for it. President Trump, the president of Mexico, said that they don't have enough evidence to prosecute these organizations. Pueblo Sin Fronteras, Central Sin Fronteras, El Otro Lado. There's many more leftist organizations funded by George Soros and other leftists in America. He said they don't have enough information. They don't have enough information to prosecute. Well, this is what I'm asking you guys. The Mexican government, it's time to start investigating. This facility here, it's time to start investigating. Find out the fake marriage licenses that they're doing. Find out the fake documents that they're doing. It's time to start investigating Pueblos Sin Fronteras. Any organization, any American organization that is in a foreign country that is intentionally undermining America should first lose their 501c3. They should lose their nonprofit, and then they should be prosecuted. President Trump, it's time to start investigating. The Justice Department, I know you can't do it, President Trump, because we have the rule of law. Justice Department, AG Barr, it's time to start investigating these organizations, American organizations around the world who are undermining America, directly, intentionally undermining America. Switch this. President Trump, we stand with you. The only reason I do this, and I don't typically wear my MAGA stuff in TJ. Sometimes I do. You know what I find? I find that there's a lot less hostility in Mexico for President Trump than there is in America. The lies that are being told about President Trump for simply doing his job as president, it's unbelievable. You come down here, there's so many people that appreciate what he's doing. The people that actually support the rule of law appreciate what he's doing. AG Barr, please start prosecuting, start investigating, and then start prosecuting. Al otro lado, Pueblos Sin Fronteras.
They're going to start moving the people inside. This is eventually what they're going to do. Anthony just told me that they are saying to the police officer that I'm threatening for their lives. That I just told them
that we're giving them death threats.
What?
That's what they're saying. So I asked them, show me the death threats.
Yes,
And
watch the video.
using
I'm
her
just
knife.
going to leave them alone.
Okay.
And
Tell them we have the video live, the entire video live. You can watch the entire thing.
The whole video live.
Hey, you know what? Let me add this. I love you. If you're a sinner out there, I love you. If you're a leftist organization that's trying to undermine America, I love you. I just don't want you to continue to sin. I don't want you to continue to be a criminal, to break the law. There's no threats on you.
No,
we
and,
just don't want you to undermine America. I actually care about the children that are coming up from Central America and South America. I care about the children that are being trafficked into sex slavery. I care about them. I care about the families. I care about families around the world who want a better life. I care about them.
Yes.
You don't. The left doesn't. The left just uses them. The left simply uses them.
So, this is a public place. I just told the officer, Article 11 of the Constitution states that in Article 6 and 7, that as a Mexican citizen, I can exercise my right and record on whatever public place. This is the second time that I have come here. The first time I was standing right here all the way to the back. I never said nothing to nobody. She came at me with messages, horrible messages on my messenger. I have proof of that. And right now, we were trying to talk to her as much peaceful as possible. As you saw, she came out screaming and yelling at me that I'm racist and I'm a xenophobe in my own country, that I'm a xenophobe in my own country. That is funny, And now she's saying that we're making death threats to her that we never made. So, that is the guy. Look.
They're liars.
Yeah,
They're liars. This is what the left does. They lie. They make up lies, and then they use those lies. They use the court system to attack people to try to silence them, but it's not working anymore. Freedom of speech, the First Amendment, this is why they're trying in America. They're trying to take away the Bill of Rights. First Amendment, Second Amendment, all of it. Due process, all of it. The left wants to take those away so they can control you. The leftist organizations in this country, the attorneys associations, the leftist ones, they attack people to try to silence them. We see that with Arizona Patriots, Patriot Movement AZ. Hang on, let me turn my phone off here real quick. If you're trying to call me, y'all, hang on, hang tight. If you're just joining us, America's Voice News live in Tijuana, Mexico. Bringing it to you live. Do me a favor, share the video. Share the video. Share the video. Download the app, americasvoice.news. Start exposing these people. These organizations need to be exposed. These liars need to be exposed. El Otro Lado, based in California, they need to be exposed. Pueblo Sin Fronteras, Central Sin Fronteras, based in Chicago, they need to be exposed. All of these groups who are undermining America, but they're not only undermining America, they're undermining Mexico, they're undermining the world, they're undermining all sovereign nations. This is all part of the globalist agenda to undermine sovereign nations, to tear down nations. So is there a reason that you guys lied to the police officers?
We didn't lie.
We have everything on film.
Insane person. Get out of
There's
here.
no threats. There's no threats. I just don't want you guys to break the law in America anymore. And I actually care about the children that are out
Oh, really?
there. Yes.
Yeah.
The ones that are trafficked into sex slavery. The ones that are being sold to fake fathers and taken across. And
You are
The condoms. No, we have documentation. There are children that are raped. 100,000.
Then why don't you take your documentation to the police?
Right. That's what I'm asking. AG Bar, America. It's time to start investigating El Otro Lado. It's shameful, guys. It's shameful.
Shameful, and you are outside of your country, so you need
So are you. So,
I actually live here and have permission to live
right. Are you an American citizen?
Yes, I am.
So you're outside of your country. You're undermining America from the outside.
Sí, pero no tienes permiso para
No
hacer
tienes
estas.
permiso.
So do I. I have permission to be here too.
Para hacer.
I actually care, and I actually care about Mexico.
Be here?
Yes, I do. I actually care about Mexico.
See your documentation.
I actually care. Why do you guys have bars on your windows?
Let me
If you guys want open borders, why do you have locks and bars?
let me
Porque
see your
estamos
because
ready.
of
No borders, no walls.
of you.
No, there's no danger from us. The left are the ones that America needs to be worried about, and Mexico too.
You're insane. Too much Fox News, homie.
No, God bless you. I'm not. It's time to stand up. I support legal immigration, just not illegal.
So
What do you think about the children that are sold into the cartel?
You
Every single child.
have no idea what you're talking
I do.
about.
Every single child that comes across the border illegally, every single person has to pay the cartel.
Oh my god, dude.
What do you think about that?
That's why we tell people how to ask for asylum legally, and we do not encourage them to cross the border illegally. We encourage them to go to the port of entry and talk to CBP officials.
Why do you create fake documents?
We do not create fake documents.
We have proof of that. We have proof of fake marriage licenses that you guys.
Fake marriage license. It's a religious ceremony.
That the government of Mexico says was not real. They're fake documents.
Not real. Is it not real to be
Using
married?
you're using it to game the system. You're using asylum laws. You are.
You know nothing. Are you an attorney? Do you have permission?
No, I'm not. I'm news. I'm a journalist.
Yeah, I can see that. Real fair and balanced, right?
No, I'm not. I'm an opinion journalist.
Okay, great.
Exposing the organizations like El Otro Lado and Pueblo Sin Fronteras for undermining American sovereignty. You guys need to be held accountable for it. It's sedition at minimum what you're doing. It's sedition at minimum.
As a former federal defender, I would say that you have a very weak grasp of federal law. So you should really.
So aiding and abetting the undermining of American sovereignty.
How is it eating and abetting?
You are supporting the invasion of America.
Invasion. It's called asylum law.
Over 5 million people. 5 million people a year. You guys are supporting.
5 million? Where are you getting that number from?
Over 1.5 million, and Border Patrol estimates that it's 3 to 5 times that. This is guys. Well, let me ask you, as American citizens, do you love America?
Anymore? Yes, I love America. Clearly, you don't. I do. Yeah.
I do. Well, God bless you. I do too. It's time to find. It's time to expose the left. It's time to expose these organizations. In Mexico, there are many of them, not just El Otro Lado, but Pueblo Sin Fronteras. There's a whole list of these organizations in America who are intentionally here to undermine this country, guys. It's shameful. It's shameful. Do you guys support River Doherty?
Go away. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
We're in a public place.
I don't have to talk to you.
You don't have to answer me, but do you support River Doherty? Who's trafficking children and selling drugs? Do you guys support that? Do you guys support drug trafficking and children and child trafficking? No answer?
Vete a la chingada, güey.
I guess silence is complicity, I would say.
Nomás es la vía pública, jefe. Nomás venimos a preguntar algo y pues ya ella bajó y gritó, la verdad. Ella bajó y gritó y pues oye, nomás uno le quería venir a preguntar. Van 2 veces que vengo aquí y en un año. Nunca los he venido a molestar. Esta es la segunda vez que vengo y yo nomás quería hablar con ella. Y pues realmente no se presta la mujer para hablar. Si no se quiere, si no se quiere.
De la Secretaría de Gobernación que ella me mostró.
Ujú.
Entonces, pues tienen, me imagino, los permisos autorizados.
No, sí, adelante, no, sí, pero yo lo que quería es hablar con ella, ¿no? Pero ella no se presta a hablar y grita y insulta y todo lo demás. Ya muy ella, muy su persona, ¿no? Si no quiere hablar, pues está bien, no hay ningún problema. Pero ella me dice, ¿sabes qué? Vete de aquí. Le digo, no, es la vía pública. El artículo 6 y 7 de la Constitución me dice que yo puedo grabar libremente y tengo el derecho de grabar. No vengo a insultar, ni vengo a de alguna manera a instigar, ni nada. Le vengo a decir a la gente lo que está pasando con organizaciones como Pueblos Sin Fronteras, Ángeles Sin Fronteras, que están traficando mucha gente, muchos niños, y hay un problema muy grande con niños. Hay más de 30,000 niños traficados por la frontera de Guatemala a México. Entonces yo todo eso lo he hecho en investigación y he ido 2 veces a Guatemala a hacer investigaciones hasta en Tapachula. Entonces, Mi obligación como reportero es venir y preguntar, ¿no? También, o sea, si ustedes están involucrados porque tienen una evidencia de un matrimonio falso. Entonces yo lo que quería venir es hablar con ellas.
So again, the question I would ask, the Mexican president says that he doesn't have enough evidence to start to kick the organizations out of the country. That's what he needs to do, is just kick them out of the country. It's time for Mexico to stand up and say these organizations that are undermining Mexico, they're in Central America, they are coordinating the invasion, the migrant caravans that are coming up into America. They're all working. It's all part of the globalist agenda to get rid of borders, no walls. This whole thing to undermine President Trump, all of this, guys, and any nation, any sovereign nation that supports their own nation. That's what this is about. They shouldn't be in Mexico. The Mexican president should kick them out of Mexico. And they should be investigated in America and prosecuted. If they are aiding and abetting this country, if they are...
She said that because a Congress...
Wait, what?
She got on the phone and called a congressman or woman from California to
Bring him down here.
to come down here to confront us. She then wants the police officers to remove us because we're posing a threat to a U.S. congressman or woman. Excuse me, I am a candidate, okay? So bring them down. I might need to talk to them.
I want to know. I want to know.
Fraud that he or she is.
I want to know who this congressperson is, and this is the truth.
I'm curious.
You have
a congressman.
Congressman. There are people. Well, I thought we can't use gendered pronouns anymore.
Oh,
gendered language. Please stop using point of personal privilege.
Point of personal privilege.
No gendered language. Congressperson.
Yeah, there you go.
So I would love to know who this congressman is. If they're coming down here, undoubtedly, they're coming down here to undermine American sovereignty. It would make sense. It makes sense that they're not blue. If there's a congressman coming down from California, it makes sense that they weren't down there.
Yeah.
Right?
That is the reason. That is the reason why.
That's so hilarious. So we're just like messing up their whole morning.
Yeah, right in the moment. So, I just talked to the police officer, and one of the things, put the camera to the other side. I want to tell you something.
Okay. All right, we're going. I don't know. Really? It's too late now. It's too late. I support our president. I support the president of Mexico. I support. Gracias, muchas gracias. So they're really upset that I'm wearing President Trump hat here in Mexico. The organizers are. The organizers, not the people. I have no issues with the Mexican people. I've never had an issue with them. I love Mexico. I love sovereign Mexico. Mexico should have its own sovereignty.
Trying to get an interview and get your point out. We're giving you our platform. We're giving you our platform to be able to explain yourself.
So they're really upset about my hat. But what they don't understand is I love Mexico. I love President Trump, but I love the Mexican people. It's time for everyone in Mexico, if you love your president, you should wear their hat as well.
Well, there's no problem with that. The only thing that around the officer right now just told me is they're going to try to flip it around. And they have a lot of people around here. There was an instigator that just came, and he was trying to provoke me to hit him.
Right now?
Yeah, a Mexican guy.
Oh, I saw the guy who came up on you?
So, there's people that they still believe in them. Okay, it's your option, whoever you want to migrate and whoever you want to get legal advice. It's okay. It's my obligation as a Mexican, and it's a public place, that I can count with, even with a loudspeaker, and start saying, stop going to these legal building, whatever it is that they're giving legal advice over here. This is a public place.
Why are American attorneys giving legal advice in Mexico?
That is against the Article 33 of the Constitution. It states and it says that a foreigner cannot bring politics, or it cannot practice law, whether there is a treaty, and the treaty is just to only give legal advice, but not to have establishment in a workplace that you are continuously on a day-to-day basis given legal advice. You can hire a lawyer from the United States, go to a restaurant and get legal advice, and then he goes off his way. But just like this is against the Constitution. So
that's also why they have them rip up those documents, right?
Yes.
To hide the fact that they're representing them.
Yes.
It's clear what they're doing. They're representing.
If a pastor is involved, it's not a fake marriage. It's a religious marriage.
I'm talking to you. I'm still talking to you, Nicole. We're trying to have a legit conversation. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna wait a second. By the way, I can be out here without that. We could, if it offends them so much, I'll just put it on my belt loop. I still have the MAGA shirt on. Here, you want to wear the hat? No. I don't care either way. I wear it because these people that are here, American citizens that are here in Mexico, the real reason. I typically, just so you guys don't know, and actually tell the law enforcement officer this. I typically don't wear the hat here. The reason I am is because these are Americans. These are American citizens here that are undermining America.
Exactly. That's why I told him. But he said, they can, he was telling us for our own good.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
They can flip it around and then make it look like it's a Trump thing when
like we're instigating.
Yeah, we're instigating,
yes.
And we're I don't know.
I'm instigating a conversation to expose these people for the frauds that they are.
Well, yeah, and the thing is that I don't understand. They got a 1, 2, 3, 4-story building, and the only one, not everybody comes out. So if you really have to express your feelings, and if you have to really defend, what you stand for, that is, al otro lado, everybody will come out, and everybody will give their point of view. But nobody's coming out right now. They're still up there on the fourth floor. Apparently, the congressman is coming. I don't know what that has to do with it.
This, you know what though? It makes sense why they weren't down at the. I'm really interested to know which congressman this is. Mm-hmm. It makes sense though why they weren't down at the port of entry this morning.
Yes,
they were getting ready for their big party with the congressman, and there were so many. This is one of those things too. You look at politicians like Gavin Newsom, California's governor, who is intentionally undermining America. You were saying, does he actually tell me about the 25 million?
Oh yeah, there's a speculation. There's a big speculation that those 25 million was directed to one guy that lives over here that is an American guy. And he is in charge of a lot of organizations. One of them is Carita Shelter. The other one is, they have a lot of shelters. He has a lot of shelters in mind, and he's collided and he's working with Pueblos Sin Fronteras, Irineo Mujica, Luis Villagran, these big names that they are accused of trafficking of people, and they are in Tapachula. Now they put a station over there to give legal advice in Tapachula, the place that we were at, Siglo XXI. So they're getting all these funds by, American organizations, nonprofit organizations like Pueblos Sin Fronteras that are stationed in Chicago. So it is amazing how, the governor of California is involved in all this. It is involved in all this, because he's the one that is funding all these people.
And whoever this congressman is, guaranteed he is as well. There are politicians in America who have sworn an oath to the American Constitution who are breaking that oath. We have people like Veronica Escobar. The reason Anthony's running against Veronica Escobar, she sent her staff into Mexico, into waters, to help them come across the border. She's using American tax dollars to help the invasion of America. I mean, it's completely insane. Cory Booker, the same thing. He went across there. These people are calling for the undermining, for the tearing down of ICE, for the dismantling of ICE and Border Patrol.
She's on the phone. She's on the phone with a congressman in United States. I haven't been able to catch who she's talking to. She claims she's talking to a congressman or a woman from the United States, and she is calling them, asking them to call the authorities down here to do something to us. She claims that we are basing death threats on them and that we are harassing them out here, when all we're trying to do is get a legit interview and ask them really what is happening. And she's just losing her mind.
I'm glad we have this entire thing live, and this is what frustrates me is you have to make up lies. By the way, this is a great illustration of leftism in general. Leftism fails unless it has lies. It's based on lies. They cannot compete in the arena of ideas, so they lie. I mean, to say that, you guys watch this whole video. There's no threats.
The thing is that, as soon as we were right here, you guys saw, we were not, we were just asking for an interview. She came down, she flipped the finger. That's the number one, that gives you that.
On the door.
Yeah, that gives you a hello right out the bat,
yeah.
And you already know what is coming when she opens the door.
Yeah.
She opened the door, and immediately you see the tone of her talking to me. She's trembling of how mad and how nervous she is.
Calling you racist.
And calling me a
racist
and a xenophobe on my country and on my city. And after that, she told me that I cannot be recording in a public place. So I am like,
They
you're an
say the
American.
same thing in America.
But you're an American citizen. You're telling a Mexican citizen that
Right.
I cannot record. You're violating my Constitution. You're violating my rights right here. And the only thing that I want, and I have just come twice. Imagine if I come here daily, and if I be recording here daily. They're triggered so much of what I do, and when I go to the asylum seeker line, that they start scattering around. Nobody of them right now, if they're listening, because I know you're listening, all these activists,
They're saying louder.
All these activists that they're here, all of you guys, if you guys have the guts to come and talk, because talk like civil people. No, I don't want to talk.
If you're proud, look, I love this. The police are leaving.
Yeah.
So if you're proud of
police.
if you're proud of what, the police are on your side. It's obvious.
It's the police. I just told them. The police. I told them. You can't be telling me not to record on a public area. The other guy that was here was a journalist. I know him. He's a really cool guy. But he just told me, I'm in a public place, and I told him I'm in a public place. She cannot tell me to go. And she said, well, she started saying, you're harassing me. How am I harassing? I'm all the way up right now. Where am I? I'm not harassing anybody. I'm just interfering in their loopholes that they're creating,
right?
And their business. And right now,
it's just like when here. Let's go into the shade a little more.
Yeah.
It's just like Facebook banning me for 30 days for harassment. Questions now that expose the left have become considered harassment.
Mm-hmm.
That is how insane this is.
They flipped the card, man.
Simply asking the question is now that, but it's because they have no other argument. It's just like she came out that door. You're racist. You're racist. You're racist. Like that's all they have, guys. That's all. I don't do it. I don't talk to racists. Like they don't have any other arguments.
I wanted to say point of personal privilege.
Point of personal privilege.
Right off the bat, can I point my personal privilege? Point of personal privilege. But I just realized what kind of person she is. And I wanted to talk to her, really. I didn't want to, go ahead and insult her or nothing. But she started yelling. So this is the thing. She called the cops. The cops are already, off their way. They don't care about this. They
have more important things to do.
They're killing more than 15 to 20 people daily over here in my city.
This is a great segue, by the way, to all the liberals like Bernie Sanders and Robert Francis O'Rourke. Robert Francis says he's going to take away all the ARs and the AKs in America. Guess who has really strict gun laws? Mexico.
Yes. We have really strict laws.
And tell me, Blue, to Bernie Sanders and to Joe Biden, who says he wants to get rid of all magazines that have more than one round, which is all magazines. That basically means he only wants bolt-action rifles. How does that work in Mexico where you can't own a gun? What is so there's no deaths? You're telling me, are there, to all the liberals out there who say all we need to do is get rid of assault style weapons, which they don't even know what that means, does that work, Blue?
No. And over here, to be able to have a gun, they're really strict over here. To be able to have a gun, you need to do a military service. And the military service is for 8 to 12 months. After you give your military service, you get a card. That card, you need to go to a course. And that course, it tells you which gun, potentially of your background can you own. After that, they give you a gun, and you can only take it to particular places. So, all these trafficking of guns, a lot of these trafficking of guns, they're right here, but the cartels, they're coming from the United States, and a lot of them are coming from places like Russia, Venezuela. All of them, they're trafficking it up. So, it's really different. The laws of gun laws is really different over here. So that, inevitates us.
Quick question. Yeah. Point of personal privilege. Do criminals follow the gun laws in Mexico?
Absolutely not.
So you're saying strict gun laws don't make it safer?
No, I wish that
Breaking news here. Breaking news from Mexico. This is going out to Beta, Robert Francis. Stricter gun laws don't make it safer. In fact, they make it more dangerous for law-abiding people because then the law-abiding people don't have the guns to protect themselves. Only the criminals do.
Yeah. And, I wish that I can carry, because look at this situation. Like, I just came out of nowhere, and I know where they're coming from because there's speculation that you see that green door over there?
Hang on, let me flip
it says TJ right there. There's a speculation that they are, they're prostituting right there. And that is part of the property of this. So, we're interfering with their business. Now, a Mexican guy just came out here and he's like, you know what? He was looking at me like he was going to do something. So, those are the kind of situations, if I'm an independent reporter or whatever,
You need to be able to protect yourself.
Yes, I'll be able to.
Just rolled up, and then the lady in the white came out of nowhere, and she's going over there trying to talk to them, and we're pointing over here now. So
Yeah. So,
You have your flash on, by the way.
I think that it's really we need protection over here. Like what is going on in Tijuana, more than 15 to 20 homicides and killings a day. Kidnappings of women. We are number 3 in the world. Trafficking of children. We're number 5 in the world. So we know it's the government. What they're doing is taking away our guns, and this kind of happens. So that's what they're trying to do in America. They're trying to take away, the Second Amendment of American citizens. So this kind of situations will happen. Create chaos so they can fund.
So only the criminal and the corrupt are protected. Yes. That's basically what it is.
The poor get poor and the rich get richer, like they say over here in Mexico. That is a saying that is really common over here. So it is what it is, and this is the situation. Right here. This is the first time that I see talking about the building. This is the first time I see more than 20 migrants right here trying to ask for legal advice over here. That it's wrong because they're saying they're registered, but they're registered in the United States. I swear that they're not registered over here. So and the other thing is that they're practicing law unlawfully. That's the other thing that I know. But you see people that they still believe him. They still believe in them. And I just asked him a question. Just name me the number of cases that you guys have heard that these people have accomplished asylum. None of them gave me no number. So that is the thing right there. And when you talk to them about trafficking the children, they want evidence. They want, like, right now, give me an evidence. I don't have it. Go to my page. Like, go to my page. If you want to get evidence about the trafficking of children, and also if you want to get evidence about the documents of fake marriages and all this stuff, go to the page. Go to Ben Bergman's page. Go to Anthony Agüero's page. Go to my page, and then you can get it. I think it's a little bit of time.
Yeah, I think
trying to get out of here.
Well, do we want to, or do we want to wait? Hey.
Get out of here.
The zebra donkey just came through. Do we want to wait for the congressman, though? I really want to wait and see if a congressman shows up.
No, he's not. She was bluffing.
You think so?
Yeah, he's not going to show up. She was just trying to get us out of here.
So here we have the
Dude, Facebook keeps knocking down my feed. That's the 3rd time that happens to me.
the organization. They claim they're just providing legal advice, but why is it, if you're providing only legal advice, that you would tell the people to rip up the documents when they come across into America? Why, when you have, this was from the Pastor Alberto here in Mexico, and then we have evidence of it. I know they're all going up to the 4th floor. So they're all heading up the. So everything appears. So again, if you're investigating Mexican government, if you're investigating, go to the top floor. It appears that is where all the action is happening. I should bust out the drone. We might have to do that. We might just have to do that. I need to talk to Blue about that. I know the laws in America, but I'm not sure about them. And I trust Blue and the police down here. By the way, I support Mexican law enforcement as long as they're not corrupt. It's just really funny, though. They all go up to the top floor. It's like, I don't know. It's just really weird. The whole situation here is really, really strange. So they're all going up to the top floor to get legal advice. But what they do is they get their name, they get a docket number. So they get basically a case number from this organization. And what they're telling them, we have undercovers going to some of these meetings, and they're telling them to train them to rip up the documents when they come to America. Why would you rip up the documents if you didn't have something to hide? Just like those documents, just like all of the documents that we have, why would you rip them up? What's that? Oh, she doesn't want to be on camera now? Okay. All right, I'll wait back here. So we're just waiting for Blue. We're finishing the conversation. I think
that, if they have, I don't want to cause an inconvenience. The reason why,
I do.
security issues.
Yeah. No,
You
I
know,
don't want to cause
so-
an inconvenience to an organization that's
so
intentionally undermining America.
yeah, I know. So, so the thing is that we already got
Yeah,
the
yeah,
explanation, and that
But
we're
if
about to
there is a
leave.
congressman coming,
There's not.
we would like to be here. With
There's
him.
there's not a congressman.
So they just lied again to try to get police to do that.
Well, that's what they've been doing for quite some time with myself over there in the asylum
Okay.
seeker line.
I
So,
trust your judgment, man.
know.
It's your country. I'll listen to you. All right, guys. So on to our hey, question. Point of personal privilege. Hang on. Can we fly a drone up and see what they're doing up on the roof? Would you not recommend it?
There's cops over there. Let me ask.
What's the
But
rule on
There's
drones?
cops, and let me ask. I will
Okay.
tell you. I will tell you right now.
Not go to the car.
I will tell you right now why we have to leave. And they have people.
Hang on a second.
They have people that they are
Questionable?
different types of citizens that they work in different areas.
Different fields
that they're
that
not
could be
legal.
dangerous?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So it was just he told me to approach him, and I'm like, you know what? I'll approach you. Like he told me, you already got your footage. I already understand why you're here. Just
Now it's time to leave.
For your own safety.
I appreciate him telling us that and giving us a heads up. So, okay. And I imagine the answer is probably after that recommendation. I imagine we probably shouldn't.
Yes.
Okay, let's not. But I'd like to know just the answer in general. We'll discuss this. So, but can we ask him what the rule is on flying drones in general? Not necessarily here. No. Okay. All right. All right. So we're heading out.
This is why she came out. Nicole came out and told me, Oscar, you're defending Mexican migrants. I said yes. Mexican deported people that they're deported. I always go over there and feed them oatmeal or give them clothing because our government is helping other people from other countries.
Right, which is what you should do. You should care about
First your
the
country.
citizens of
Always
your
your
country.
always your country first.
Yeah.
So I told her that, and she's like, I'm doing that. Show me papers, I told her, that you are helping one. I just want to know one. And she's like, I got a full stack over there. Can you bring them? He's like, no, I'm not going to show you anything. So I'm like, okay, we're back to zero again.
Right.
So I told her, you know what? You do you. We're about to leave because of the gentleman over here just asked me politely to leave. So, when they want to act and do something different, Ben, these people that they work over here by these Charlies that you can say, they come and they talk to you in a really calm way. And they tell you, paisano, you got what you needed, right? Not entirely, but yes. Because we were waiting on the potential congressman that it was coming.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, if you already got everything, can you please leave now? So,
I'm really interested to hang out though and see if a congressman does show up. You really think they're not?
Probably she was lying. She does.
I don't know, man. I think the fact that they weren't down there today, that they had a group up here.
But she goes around the bush a lot of times, and she intends to lie about certain things,
Yeah.
and certain things yes, and certain things not. So, there's, you can give her the benefit of the doubt and saying, probably yes, probably no, because they're not there over there in the asylum seeker line. But what we're going to do right now is go around the block a few times and see what they're doing.
Yeah.
And if there's some action. If there is a congressman again, well, what the hell a congressman is doing over here?
Why would a California congressman be in Mexico at an American organization of American attorneys who are undermining American sovereignty, who are working with the globalists to undermine American sovereignty? That's the question I want to know. I believe I know the answer because there are many American congressmen who are also trying to undermine American sovereignty, who are part of the globalist agenda to get rid of borders, to get rid of nations, to attack President Trump. They're all part of this coup against President Trump. It's all connected. All of this, everything you see going on here is all connected.
Today, my whole point, Ben's objective was this. Ben's objective.
We had a successful
Oh my
debate so
God. Get out of here with that. Ben objective was talk to this lady. My objective was talk to two activists that I really want to talk to, face to face. They've been instigating me, and they've been going, threatening me in a certain way. And, this kind of situations, I wanted to come over here and see them. He was up there on the deck, and I told him to come. He's not going to come. So, that's who I wanted to confront. Nicole came out. That is, something that I never thought that she was going to do. And I will tell you why she came out. You got right here, this guy right here. That's the number one reason why she came out. And it is because of this right here.
Couldn't handle it.
This right here. Immediately she got triggered.
Handle it.
And immediately she came out. So, so I hope that you guys got what,
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
There you go.
America's Voice News, guys. Stay tuned. Much more to come. And again, ask the questions. If you have nothing to hide, show. If you have nothing to hide, why are you creating fake marriage license? Why are you telling people to rip up the documents? We know the answer. We know the answer. They're going to continue to lie. They're going to continue to attack. They're going to continue to threaten like they continue to threaten Blue. Because they know they're caught. They know we know the truth. Stand up. Expose the lies, guys. Stay tuned. America's Voice News, bringing it to you live down here. Again, share, tell the truth, expose the lies. Stand up for your country. And if you're a Mexican citizen, stand up for your country. We should all be nationalists. Nationalists for your own country. God bless you guys.